everyone, it's Febe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Tarot Tuesday reading featuring the GW2 Tarot Deck. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the stacks of cards. Pause the video here if you need to. I'll have timestamps down below. So you're going to pick the stack that you feel drawn to, and that will be your reading for the week. You have stack 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's start with stack 1. 3 tarot cards. So your first card, Justice. Second card, 3 of Cups in reverse. And the King of Swords. I feel like there's been some sort of dilemma, conflict going on, or something that you've been worried about. I feel like it's in the process of coming to a head, so to speak, because you have Justice here, the light shining in from the darkness. And I will note, the King of Swords is very much about, logic, intellect, legalities, things like that, and I find that interesting that it comes up with Justice. The King of Swords is very, if you're thinking about this from a legal standpoint or like a battle standpoint, the King of Swords is very sufficient on their own, and they have no problem standing on their own, but they also know when to call in their backup. And I keep feeling pulled back to Justice because you have your mentors here from the 3 orders. One of those orders is the Vigil, and Forgel worked with Almora, and I just keep feeling pulled back, like the working together, know when to call in your backup, know when you need help, knowing when you need to call for help, and getting that help is going to bring you out on top. Because I feel like this is like a process, like, because it's not necessarily linear, but in the end of it, you'll prevail. There's still darkness in this card. It's still solemn, but there is a beauty in it, and there is a peace and a sense of a job completed. The 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like is just talking about the process, because if you look at it upright, it's the Zephyrite, it's the festival, it's happy, it's carefree, it's just light and fun. But then reverse isn't necessarily the opposite, but you flip a celebration upside down. I keep feeling the word stress. Just stress and not being able to enjoy what's in front of you, probably because of the things going on in the background, which is, King of Swords and the Justice. But I feel with the 3 of Cups in reverse, you just need to take a breath, know when you need to call in your backup, know when you need to take a breath. Don't forget to keep yourself calm. Just know when to relax, because otherwise you're going to overwhelm yourself. Let's see what the energy card is for you. You have the Temple Path. So the Temple Path is about spiritual connection and support. And that ties in with knowing when you need support. So I feel like this is reminding you that support can come from many different places. If you're a spiritual person, you might take some support in your spiritual path. And this progression, like I had said, that it was, it could be legal, it could be some sort of battle, it could be something that you're struggling with. And what you're struggling with, it might have something to do with your faith, or maybe you're not sure what you believe in, and you're trying to find some sort of spiritual path. But this path leads to this beautiful temple. And I feel like it also sort of ties in with what I was saying about the King of Swords, how the end result is beautiful. There's beauty there. I just noticed there's the lush green under Elmora's feet and the lush green of this card. I feel like this is your end result. Wherever it is you're going, whatever path this is that you're on, whatever this is that you're struggling with, it'll lead you somewhere beautiful. And in the end, you're going to be able to look back and realize that the journey was worth it because it led you to where you needed to go. I'm also just feeling the spiritual tie-in with the Justice card as well, because the 3 mentors on this card are, spoiler alert, whoever you picked is dead. It's almost like they're that very angelic spiritual background. They're looking down on you. They're looking down at the justice that is to be served, at the balance, at the scales. So I feel like whatever assistance, guidance you might need might be coming in from your spiritual path, if you have one. If not, obviously that doesn't apply to you. It could also just be the beauty of the ending of this journey. Whatever journey this is, whatever struggle you have, the end result is going to be beautiful. So just know when to call in your backup, know when you need to take a breather, keep moving forward, because that forward path will lead you to the beauty at the end of it. All right, let's look at your House of Night Wisdom card. What wisdom do you need? High Priestess of Air. Wow. This I feel like ties in with the 3 of Cups, just the air, breathing, knowing when to take your breath, knowing when to relax, having control over it, mastering that element within you, because we are the embodiment of the elements. You can embody this. This just seems really, for lack of a better word, beautiful to me, that you, in the midst of this chaos and the struggle, you can find your control. You can have that control, and you just have to find that within you. Believe that it's there, because it is. And breathe. Just breathe. That's all I'm getting from that, is just breathe. Next is your self-love card. Remember your spark. You are here for a purpose. Remember it, or define it for yourself. Yeah. Oh, I love seeing how this all came together. Just, yeah, whatever this is that you're struggling with, because I do feel like the original 3 tarot are showing a struggle and a progression that you'll come out. You'll be led to the end of your temple path, whatever that temple represents for you. It might not represent religion. It might represent law, a goal. Whatever your end goal is what I feel like that temple represents. Even though it does have a strong spirituality to it, it doesn't necessarily have to be. But, you know, you lead yourself there. Remember your spark. Remember who you are. You know, if you don't remember it, redefine yourself if you need to. If you feel the need to. Sometimes we have to. And just breathe yourself through it. You can get through this. You just have to breathe and remember who you are. Take the time to remember yourself. That's a beautiful reading. I love that. That's so good. All right, group number 2. Start with your tarot. What have you got? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. It's interesting because you've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then you've got the 5 of Pentacles, and then the 2 of Pentacles. Sorry, so let's talk about this. First thing that that stands out to me, the 5 of Pentacles. In this card, you've got a bunch of so the Pentacles are being offered to this this Skrit, who appears to be the king. He appears to be the leader. Everyone's offering this up, offering their assistance, their wealth, their bounty, their shinies. And he's just holding out his hand. No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. And then behind him, he's so focused on rejecting, pushing this away, that he doesn't see the threat behind him. None of them see the threat because they're so focused on the shinies. They're so focused on the interaction. And I know that this card could, this gesture, his hand like this gesture could be him reaching for the shinies to take them. But I don't feel that. Like in this instance, I feel like he wants them, but he doesn't want them. Like trying to show like a modesty, like, no, I don't need this. I don't need this. But still like wanting it and needing it, but putting it out a forward facade like, no, I'm completely fine. Like, I don't need these shinies. These aren't what I want, even though deep down it is. And I keep getting from the sabotage in the background. I feel like that's almost self-sabotage. When you want something, you need something, and when it's offered to you, you almost feel guilty about taking it, so you reject it. And they could be anything. It doesn't have to be like the coins, pentacles tend to be earthly things. They relate to money and finances and stuff like that, but they don't always have to. Like what, worldly things, physical things, money. I feel like this is a self-sabotaging situation. And it ties in with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because the hands, like when it's reversed, it's almost like the hands are reaching as all of these things are falling away from it and not coming in. They're going out. They're not being held on to. And I feel like that just ties in with the things are being offered, but you're almost afraid to accept them. And then the Two of Pentacles is the Coden. Just standing resolute, determined. It's the middle of the night. They're gonna see themselves through the night. They'll, they have fire. The Coden are very, very almost minimalist. Oh my god. I just saw where the pentacles are. They're in the fire. They're the earthly things, earthly possessions, just burning away. This could also be this entire, like, these three cards could symbolize actually a realization of what's important to you, where the pentacle, the earthly possessions, the coins, the money, the pentacles on fire in the Two of Pentacles, being rejected in the Five of Pentacles, and things falling away in the reversed Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that could be you cleansing yourself, freeing yourself of things that no longer serve you, deciding what is important to you, what isn't important to you. I feel like this is a time of almost self-discovery and figuring out what's important to you in your life, and then doing away with everything else, things that don't serve you anymore, just getting rid of it, clearing your life of negativity. I feel like this is a very transitional time for you. Alright, let's see what your energy card is. First chakra, Archangel Michael. That's the first chakra is your root chakra. It's the base. It's primal. It's earthly. This is where the first chakra is also the place where your energy of stability, security is located. And I feel like that also makes sense, because if you're clearing out your energy, doing away with things that no longer serve you, you're giving yourself stability. And that would be the energy of what's going on right now. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges that you've gone through could be starting to be resolved, giving you more stability in the moment. Personal strength. I also feel, because he's not overly dressed. He's dressed in the minimum. He has the minimum. I feel like it's also about, you couldn't see it, but I just like waved the card around, like fanning, not myself, but just like the air, like clearing away things that don't serve you, clearing away everything that doesn't make you happy, that doesn't serve your purpose. That's what I feel from that. Let's see what your House of Night Wisdom card is. Loyalty. This card is about standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, as well as loyalty is other people loyal to you. It's also loyalty to yourself. And it's interesting because Stevie Ray, the character depicted on the card, is actually, she starts out as like with an affinity to earth, and that's why there's so much earth around her. And I feel like this ties in really well with the earthly theme you've got going on in the pentacles and everything. Just the earthly aspects, the physical world. Knowing who you are, what you want, and going for it. Knowing what serves you, knowing what doesn't, and acting accordingly. And your self-love card, Conquer Fear. Most fear is based on illusion, lies that we tell ourselves to avoid change. Release your need for complete control or perfection. Just do your best. These all tie in so well together. I'm so excited. Like, you don't even know. Conquer your fear. Like, if you're afraid of getting rid of these things that don't serve you anymore, just do it. Just do your best. Release control. Know who you are. Be loyal to yourself. You know what's best for you. You don't have to live for other people. Don't be afraid to sometimes be selfish. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Change isn't always bad. And this is really good. I really like this. This is a beautiful I'm so happy about this. These readings are so good. Alright, group 3. Judgment. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Wands. So the first thing that stands out to me here is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. When you look at it upright, it looks like, a bank, a place of balance, money, wealth. And then this Asura looks over their shoulder and sees this struggle going on in the background, this char that has to give up what looks like their last coin. And they don't want to, and they look like this is all they have. And this Asura sees this struggle when in front of them is nothing but struggle. It's affluence, it's celebration, it's, wealth, abundance. But then noticing that not everyone has that abundance. In reverse, I feel like it's almost like being blind to the struggle of others. Not necessarily blind, but sometimes we get in a mindset that we have it worse. You might be bad off, but your struggles are nothing compared to my struggles. I feel like that goes in with judgment, because judgment is blind. And that word blind just keeps coming up. And it's not necessarily you who's blind to the struggle of others, but maybe other people are blind to your struggles. You don't let on how much you struggle. So people judge you because to them you're not struggling when you really are. And judgment like that can hurt. Or maybe you are the person who judges other people without knowing their struggle, without realizing what they go through. Or maybe you've seen other people judge other people that way. Then you have the 7 of Wands. Breaking the shackles. Breaking free. Going to get out of this no matter what it takes. Refusing to be a victim. Breaking free from expectations. Showing the grit of the situation. Not being afraid to show that not everything is as beautiful and happy and perky and abundant as they think it is. Taking control of the situation. regardless of how others may judge you. Let's see what your energy card is. Man holding a heart. It's interesting because this card signifies being free of judgment, actually. Judgment for your emotions, oddly enough. Not being afraid to show your emotions. Being comfortable in your emotions. Being comfortable in who you are. That's actually interesting because I was not getting a lot of earth type energy. Like, not earth, but like typical pentacle energy from the Nine of Pentacles that we have here. But the imagery of this particular card fits in well with this. So maybe the thing that you're afraid of being judged on, maybe, or that you are judged on, is your emotions. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands here, the breaking free, the standing up, the taking charge, taking action of the situation, and ready to break free, could be you being ready to take control of your emotions, not caring how others might judge you for it, because how you feel is valid, and anyone who doesn't think so, be damned. This card could also signify, I mean, it could signify love interest. I always feel weird about bringing up love or doing love readings, but there's that possibility. I don't necessarily feel that, though. I feel like this is more controlling your emotions and embracing your emotions, your emotional side, and not caring what other people think about it. I say that, and then your wisdom card is love. Yeah. I feel like that's what I love about these oracle cards, is that they're great clarifiers for the actual reading. Yeah, I feel like this definitely has to do with your emotions, and the emotions you present versus the emotions that you feel, and keeping your heart close and tied off. Yeah, just getting in touch with your emotions, being comfortable in your emotions, loving yourself as much as anyone else, because it's something that, I mean, I've heard my whole life. I'm sure you've heard it too, is that no one else can love you unless you love yourself. Not sure if I believe that, but that's irrelevant. Just, loving yourself. Maybe there is a love interest. Wow. Maybe there is. But I just personally think that it's to do with owning your emotions, not caring what anyone else is going to think, being secure in the knowledge that you know who you are, you know how you feel. That is more valid. Your feelings are valid. That's more valid than what you might portray to others. Don't be fake. Be yourself. All right, let's see what your self-love card is. Stop. Breathe. Take note of what you're putting out right now with your thoughts and energy. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess, and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. I like this because take note of what you're putting out right now with your thoughts and energy. Also sort of ties in with what you portray, with your emotions, the emotions that you project. Those are your thoughts. That's your energy. That's what you put out. So stop and breathe and take note of what you're putting out. If it's not true to you, if it's not real, then don't put it out there. Put out you. Put yourself out there. Put out what is real to you. Because the truer you are to yourself, the better you're going to experience things. And the happier you will be. Don't be someone you're not. Alright, group 4. Alright, we've got the jackal. Oh no, the baby griffin being clutched in a claw. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The sand jackal, from what I understand, is made up of torment energy, or energy from the realm of torment. Abaddon's realm, I guess. And what I'm picking up on from this is just torment. And you have the bird being clutched in these claws. Restriction, pain, anxiety, franticness. In reverse, I don't feel like it's the opposite. I feel like it's more the downward part, like the coming off of that. I almost feel like it's sort of like a wave coming down, because the Ace of Pentacles, aces are new beginnings. And the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, you're basically in the artesian waters in Ur, right? This is with Khalidbolg, bringing new life to Ur. Ur is a disgusting place. Ur is absolutely horrible. Or it's absolutely horrible. Or, oh God. But there's new life. There's a new beginning. There's richness. There's a new horizon that's brighter than what it had seen in the past, what it has been. Again, pentacles are very earthly. Money, abundance, wealth, prosperity, anything physical, tangible, things like that. Work, careers. I feel like this is basically just saying that you've been trudging through something that has been stressful, tormenting, painful. Now it's behind you. You're at your new beginning. This is a new chapter. Things are starting to get better, and I feel like you can sense that the worst of it is behind you, and now you can go forward. Let's see what your energy card is. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this is your third eye chakra, which has to do with clarity, vision. This is also a card of new beginnings. Your third eye is also devoted to insight, clarity of thought, expanded perspective, broader horizons, seeing through the clouds of your new beginning, this new beginning that's taking hold. And you can see it, you can feel it, you know that it's here. And that's literally, it's your energy card. This is your energy right now of this new beginning. And you need to focus on your personal vision. This vision, this beginning that you've envisioned for yourself. This new dawn that you've come up to. Yeah, that's really good. Let's see what your wisdom card is. Trapped. Do you still feel trapped in all these old habits, in all this old pain, and all in your past? Because you shouldn't. Because you're not. This new beginning is here. It's waiting for you. If you don't see that, then open your third eye, I guess. Like, it's here. It's staring at you in the face, and you aren't as trapped as you think. Like, you have all the tools at your disposal. You have everything you need. You have everything you need within your grasp to start this new path, this new beginning that is absolutely beautiful. You're not trapped. The pain is at the end. The pain is done. The darkness is done. Now it's light. And I know that sometimes when you've been in a situation for a long time that is bleak and not good, that it's sometimes difficult to embrace these new things. You start to feel like, oh, things are going to start getting better, and then they don't, and then things like throw you back down into the same pit, and it's hard to get back up. It's hard to think that you can have a new beginning, that you can have anything other than what you've had in the past. And so you might feel trapped. You might feel like, oh, this cage is all I'm ever going to have. This is it for me. That's all. I'm restricted. But you're not. okay? You're not restricted. You're not caged. This new beginning, this beautiful new beginning, is there for you. It's you can see like the crow and the, you know, I guess I can't even say that word, archangel are basically looking at each other. All you have to do is get out of your cage. All you have to do is accept the gifts that the universe is trying to give you. Because the universe is trying to give you this new beginning, but it's not going to just hand it over to you. You have to accept it. You have to take the steps to it. If you don't finish walking toward it, you're never going to get it. Let's see what your self-love card is. Heal. Some wounds need to be acknowledged before they can be completely healed. Allow yourself the time, space, and processes necessary to find your wholeness again. Yeah, so like the pain that you've gone through, whatever it is that's making you feel like you're still caged, you need to acknowledge it and face it. And heal. Let yourself feel. Let yourself heal. And once you heal, once you've accepted that these things happened, and now you can move on, and you'll have that moment of clarity, you'll have that brightness, that new beginning, and you can go on your new path. The darkness is at the end, but you also have to recover from that. Just don't get stuck in your cage. Don't get stuck in the past. Don't hang on to it. Because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to serve you. And then you can't heal. And then you can't move on. So allow yourself to heal. So those were your readings. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope the reading that you picked resonated with you to some degree. If it didn't, then try next week. You know? That's the problem with doing general readings, is that it's not going to resonate with everyone. And so that's why I try to give options, so you have a better chance of finding one that resonates with you. And that's why you pick your deck, your stack. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe for not only more tarot readings, but gaming uploads every Wednesday and Friday. If you're interested in a tarot reading for yourself, check out my website down in the description box, Feyre's Tarot. My prices are listed there, the different readings are listed there, and you can contact me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!